that you get invited to that you go to and you feel energized. So those are the things or the confirmation to you to let you know that that was the right yes, that was the right invitation to accept. However, what are the things that you get invited to that you feel de-energized, that you get a sense that you feel deflated? They're the ones that you should have said no to. Okay, ultimately are the decisions where you would have been best to say no. So this can help direct you to decide, well, will this energize me? Will this bring me energy? Or will this take energy from me? Will it zap me energy? And if it's going to zap you energy, then it's a no. However, if there's other benefits of going, such as, for example, you can find something else that aligns to something else that's important to you, then you can start to think about all the benefits that you will get from going there to actually get a better perspective of what you're saying yes to. If you can't find them, ultimately, then it's probably a no. And this is a journey that you'll go on in terms of saying yes and no and working out the things that, yep, that was a good decision. Yep, I feel that what I filled my time with, other than going to the event that I could have went to, then if that was, yeah, I had a great time doing the alternative, then the alternative was the right thing to say yes to. And ultimately, when we say no to something, we are saying yes to something else, which you want to be aligned to what's important to you. So make sure the yeses are very aligned to what's most important to you. And the no's are the ones that distract you, that take you away from what's most important to you. So today I'm saying no to being out and probably down the beach in the sunshine, and a yes to doing this podcast, to enhancing and enlightening your well-being, because I find that very fulfilling. That's my mission, my purpose. It brings a great sense of deep and meaningful connection with feeling that I belong in this universe, that I have something to add, I have some value to contribute. So they're the things that you want to be saying yes to more often, and no to anything that takes you away from that. No to anything that really distracts you. So I find it very easy to say no to events that are not aligned to my health value. I have a strong value on health, very important to me. And so any event that involves drinking at a pub, I'll quite happily and joyfully say no to it, because I know in that setting, it doesn't really resonate with me. But if it's an event that incorporates health, such as doing an activity, then I'll gleefully, joyfully say yes to it and do it. And it feels very aligned to who I am. So it's going on that journey of defining who you are through setting boundaries, but setting the boundaries in alignment with who you are. So you need to find who you are. You need to discover that. And the only way you can discover it is start setting boundaries. Start saying yes to the things that energize you, and no to the things that zap you, that take energy away. So I really hope that helps in terms of that boundary setting and defining who you are, because ultimately that will start you on that self-discovery journey. And then you'll make it, and it becomes easier to say yes and no to things because you know who you are. When you're finding yourself, you're experimenting, and you'll come across things that you think, oh, I should have said no to that, but I said yes. And so that's a self-discovery. So don't be too hard on yourself. So that's really it in terms of this episode on people pleasing and how it's detrimental to you ultimately in all areas of life, and how it's costing you yourself, how it's costing you money, how it's costing you relationships by just trying to fit in and trying to please others and trying to be someone else that you are not. So go about being you and go on that self-discovery journey and finding you by saying yes to the things that energize you, no to the things that don't. And ultimately, they might change over time, but it's really just allowing that transformation and really going on that self-discovery. However, certainly not saying yes to everything. It's really important because you'll lose who you are. You'll lose your self-esteem. You'll lose your self-worth. And ultimately, you can't identify with anything and you just become lost in this world. So I hope this episode has really connected with you and resonated with you. Please share it with others that you believe that will find value in this episode. Stay tuned up for more insightful and exciting episodes of Me and My Health Up. And I look forward to continuing to enhance and enlighten your well-being.